Yo, welcome back to the channel. We have another one for y'all today. Bringing you another video from 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀. I'm not a big fan of their content because of some of the views these lovely ladies seem to have, but it is what it is. It makes for good content when I review it. Before we continue though, I need y'all to do 3 things for me. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video so someone else can do the very same thing. And if they don't, then we're going to send 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗀 after them. Today's discussion is going to be exactly what it is a woman wants, and is it ever enough when they get what they're asking for? In my opinion, no, it's never enough. But it's not just women, it's also men that are that way.
Let's just say he was 100%. And she woke up one day and saying, no, I don't want this legit dude. This 100, I have the best relationship that has ever existed in the existence of relationships. What rational?
Women aren't
No, hold on. Women are not irrational.
Women aren't rational. That's the reality. And look, and you may not like what I'm saying, women are not rational. Women are the only people that will get upset at you for giving them what they want. A woman will want a man who has, oh, I want a man who's wealthy, who's affluent. She gets that. They get married, and now she's complaining about time. Right now, he gives her a time.
And now she didn't know what she wanted.
Wait, and now,
You just
listen.
You just, I told y'all. I told y'all it makes for good content when I review it. And she just actually made his point for him before he even finished speaking. All he said was what? A woman will say that she wants a man who makes a lot of money. And once that man starts making money, of course he has to work a lot, right? Right. So he doesn't have much time. Then she's going to say, I want a man that gives me a lot of time. And if that man quits his job or he stops working as much just to be around her, she's going to say, I want a man who... And she just made his point for him.
Just hit it right.
No, listen. Wait, but not knowing what you want and irrational is not the same thing.
And then wait. And now he gives her time. Now he puts work aside. Now he's home all the
What
time.
I just say?
He's home too much.
What I just say?
This is what men deal with on the regular. This is something that I've. This is something.
So men don't do like what do?
No, and I'm not saying this is.
Men be doing a lot of stuff.
Men do, and I'm not saying we don't. But what I'm telling you is, this is something that I've learned to accept about women. I'm not saying
y'all are irrational. What do you mean? There's no rationalizing with women at all, because on one side you think that you're logical when it comes to thinking, when it comes to making decisions. We would like to think, but you are emotional. You are emotional beings, emotional creatures. Men are logical. Now, that's not to say there aren't any irrational men out there. Come on, let's be real. That's not to say there's not men who think with their emotions, who are emotional. I know a lot of them. Trust and believe. So I know exactly what type of man he is when it comes to dealing with his emotions. He doesn't think logically. He doesn't think with the brain that he was given. He might think with the other head, which makes him emotional for the most part. That's why I said at the beginning that what? Women are irrational, and women usually don't know what they want, or they want more than what they have. And men can be the very same way too. But if you are a disciplined, grounded man, then you will not think illogically. You will not think with your emotions. You will be rational. So for the most part, women can't control the fact that they are irrational. They cannot control the fact that they think with their emotions. And they cannot control the fact that even if they got everything that they asked for, it still never is enough.
like it's a jab or it's a detriment. Once again, I speak to how God designed us, and I've learned that this is how God has designed y'all. You understand? And y'all are the only ones. And this is, I always say, a man's job is to provide and protect. And the number one thing you have to protect a woman from is herself. That's the reality.
Maybe it is. So do it. Maybe it's the truth.
That's the reality.
You guys think after
we have a
all
long
this
list
time,
of jobs too.
You think after all this time?
No,
this
I'm not
should be-
complaining.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm stating it as a fact.
Y'all see what I'm talking about? Every time they say something, right? Factual, just like he said, I'm stating a fact. Every time they say something factual, she always has to come back with some shit like, oh, what do you think men do? Oh, women are tired of what men do. Ah, men do the same thing too. Ah, men. Make up your mind. We're not talking about men right now. If we were talking about men, then guess what? We would be talking about men. They would be the topic of discussion. But they obviously are not. We are speaking about women. And the fact that giving a woman everything that she asks for is never enough. That's what we're thinking about. But again, they are proving that they are irrational. They're proving that they think irrationally. It's crazy to me how the evidence is right here in front of our faces, but they will still argue you down that it's not.
Future faking, you should be able to be punished because, look, you walk into a casino. You know you might win, you might lose. If you lose, you're not able to sue the casino. But if you walked in knowing that you were going to cheat the casino, right?
Right.
Then they have the right to punish you however they wish because your intent.
Yes,
it's about
exactly.
Intent. Your intent was malicious.
But also, I'm sorry, but like, I'm not. You can't sue. You can't take legal action. I mean,
there's no way to prove it.
No, right. But also, allowing someone to take that many years of your time is also your own. Because I'm just
you got to be accountable.
You got to start waking up.
You got to take the L.
But wait. But then again, like y'all saw Lorenz Tate in Menace to Society. People are great actors. Like I really thought he was O-Dog. Like people are great actors.
That would be her intent. Then that would go towards her intent if she was acting the whole time.
No, but what I'm saying is, so yes, I totally do agree that people have to take a level of accountability for what they allow. But some people are amazing actors.
They are. I will agree with
some people are amazing. Look, man, like, they have dinner with your family and your mother's like, oh my God, you got to marry this guy. Like some people are amazing actors. Or you got to marry this woman. Some people are amazing actors, you know? So although fault does fall on the back of the victim to a degree, but I'm just saying that some people are great actors, man.
Well, I like to hear his side. Honestly,
I would too.
Because
I would like to hear her full side.
Let's find her man. I can do this. What's her name?
I actually would love to hear both sides.
Yeah, I'd like to hear his side, and I only brought that up because we did discuss the woman that wanted to sue the guy for wasting her time,
which is out of line.
But I do respect hearing you guys as like your side of how men think versus how we think. So it's kind of like cool to hear that because
and we both think differently. Anyone who thinks that we are equal is. I'm not going to call you stupid, but you're stupid. I'm just going to say that you're stupid. I tried to search for another word. I just couldn't find one, except for that one because it suits you. How are we equal? You got to explain that to me. How are you equal? Because physically you can see that we are not the same. Mentally, you can still see we are not the same. We don't think alike. We don't like the same things. We don't want the same things. So we are different, right? Right. So for her to say, well, I do like to hear how y'all think, aside from how we think, do you care though? That's the $1 million question. Because it's one thing to hear how men think. It's another thing to actually care about how men think. See, men know how women think. We understand how women think because in order for you to attract a woman, you have to what? You have to know what she likes. You have to know what she thinks. And so we care about things like that. Ladies, if y'all think that we are not actually listening to y'all, you are mistaken. We listen and we hear y'all. We know exactly what it is y'all like. Now, let me pose that question to y'all. Do y'all actually listen to what we want and what we like? I would beg your pardon. You don't. You want to know how I know? Because for years, men have been saying that we don't like certain things that y'all do. We don't like certain, and what do y'all come back with? It doesn't matter. I'm doing it for myself and my girls anyway.
Sometimes, I have my point of view as a woman and then I hear it from men's side. I do know that sometimes it might be about to be my top of the month. I will end all of this. So
don't blame it
irrational
on that.
or whatever.
You can hear the same situation from a man's perspective and a woman's end to be two totally different
stories. Right.
Don't blame it on that.
Now, I don't think that means that my feelings or the things that, the reasons I make choices are always off of like,
not at all.
Both,
emotions?
unimportant things.
Your feelings are always valid. I think with men, sometimes it gets frustrating, right? Because we believe in y'all, right? And we invest and we hope that we have this thing, like men have like the Superman complex. Some call it 𝗪𝗲𝗃 complex, right? Where we think that, no, I'm going to teach her. I'm going to lead her. She's been through this. She's had the wrong guys and she's going to grow with me, right? And she's going to begin to understand how much I love her. A lot of women have fear of abandonment. A lot of women can't accept your love and you try. No,
Because
look,
a lot of guys act like the good guy. It sounds so good. The exact person you are right now, imagine I got robbed from a guy that was saying the same
I get
stuff.
it. I get
So what are you gonna say?
I get it, but I'm not the guy that
I don't want to hear that
but
shit.
I'm not the guy that robbed you.
Yeah, but guess what? It's
That's-
still a level that
But I'm still
have to get
not
through.
the guy that robbed you.
Right.
So
What she's saying, again, comes back to a level of accountability because she has to hold herself accountable for that man that she chose. She has to, she'll have two different men in front of her, right? They both look the same. They both act the same. They both talk the same. One of them might be a little cleverer than the other one. He might have more of a mouthpiece on him than the other one, right? And tell her exactly what it is she wants to hear. Guess who she's going to go with? Just one guess, A or B, the one that tells her what she wants to hear or the one that tells her the truth. I guarantee you, 9 out of 10 times, she's going to go with the guy that tells her what she wants to hear. And then at the end of the day, she's going to complain and say that all men ain't shit, especially men who look like him, act like him. Right? Right. But at the end of the day, you made the choice.
at the end of the day, why do I keep paying for the ghosts of your past?
That's a fact.
That's the thing.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you.
and
I'm not- that's-
Now for you
and
to
I'm not-
sit with the person for 5
Yeah.
years that's showing you that would be an issue.
And I'm not saying, and once again, we don't go into it this way. Okay, we go into it, all right.
Madly in love.
No, it's not even madly in love. We identify, okay, she has traumas. We have conversations, you know, God willing, our conversations are about more than sex, right?
Mhm.
And we speak about your childhood. We speak about your upbringing. We speak about whether you had one parent, both parents. So to a degree, I get an understanding, okay, this is where it's coming from. I put in a year, I put in 2 years, I put in 3 years, I put in 4 years. And it's still there, right?
Mhm.
And you have to understand that what that also comes with, it comes with the man not being acknowledged. It comes with the man, his efforts not being appreciated because you think that he's the guy that broke your heart. It's draining and it's exhausting. And then what begins to happen is the man begins to question.
Resentment.
It's not, and sometimes it's not even resentment, but what happens is you won't allow him to lead. Now, you're beginning to make him question his own competency. Am I even worth leading? Now it starts to affect him.
That's a
And
fact.
sometimes he leaves, not because he wants to, but because if he doesn't, you're gonna destroy him.
Yeah, your inadequacies affect his identity.
Yes.
So
Because
That's a great
he
point.
sees himself
That's a
through
great
your
point.
eyes.
mhm.
If my woman
That's a
sees
great
me as
point.
nothing, then how can I be anything?
That's a great point.
That's the part y'all
I
don't
might cry.
understand.
I'm about to say,
Hey, that's a great point because a lot of men have actually experienced and gone through this to the point where they left that relationship. And this woman, she was wondering like, damn, why did he leave? I thought I was doing everything that I'm supposed to. I thought everything was going great. But you failed to realize that the way you interacted with this man, especially when you're either always nagging or you're always putting him down or you make him feel inadequate, like he's not capable of leading. You question everything he does. What do you think it does to a man mentally? What do you think it does to a man who believes he's a leader? And like they said, he sees himself through his woman's eyes and he feels, because he's feeling now, he's not thinking logically. Logically, he would ask himself, well, I am doing everything I'm supposed to be doing. I am a leader. Maybe it's not me, maybe it's her. So he feels like you do not see him as a leader. So of course he starts to question himself. And once he starts questioning himself enough times, guess what? He either has to leave or you will destroy him, especially for the next woman that he walks into her life.
Jada is eating it up over there.
That was so good.
No, I'm just saying
Oh.
that's the look, man.
I feel like I'm just starting to get to know a species.
If this would happen while you were older, that's a complete different mind fuck. Like if you're in your past 35 and you're in your 40s and this is happening, and you've already created this identity for yourself, you already know who you are. You already done the work.
Fact.
That's devastating.
Yeah.
Is that your story?
That's literally the story. That's it. My story?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying we're older men. So imagine going through our battles that we know personally as men on a daily basis, and we get to a point where we're tired of our own shit, and then
I'm
we
going
go.
to be honest with y'all. This is the reason why these women are single. How do I know they're single? Because they've all said that they're single. So listen to how they speak. Listen to how condescending they are. Listen to how condescending they are. when they're speaking and interacting with these two men, right? No respect. Trust me, I can tell. No respect at all. And her with the, I'm about to cry. I feel like I'm just starting to get to know another species. All of that shit right there is uncalled for. But you know why they do it? Do you want to know why they do it? They want to make sure that your points are not valid. They want to make sure that the points that these men are making are invalid. Yes, they don't want to validate their points, so they try to speak to them as if they are below them, beneath them. That's exactly what it is. And what have we been talking about this entire episode, this entire video? About women doing that shit to men and making them feel inadequate, that's what they're trying to do, and they don't even realize it.
Fix our shit. And now we say, okay, I fixed a lot of my shit, but the stuff I haven't fixed, I'm still willing to work on. I'm willing to work on it with you while also taking on your stuff.
Single.
And then you say,
Single.
wake up one day and be like, oh,
single.
And then after you go deal with a man that's worse than me. Cardi B.
Every time.
I mean, but
what? You can't say Cardi
That was
B.
a joke.
So I was gonna say, I didn't know if you really
that's
thought
her
that.
own decision.
Whose own decision?
If she,
Are you talking about Cardi B? We're talking about.
no, I'm not talking about Cardi B.
I said Cardi B because I knew it would set y'all off.
I would speak to what he was saying before, like you don't know what you want.
This was a comment that a woman left, right, under one of my posts. It's about standards. She said a standard is supposed to be a non-negotiable value that applies regardless of who's in front of you. When expectations shift based on attraction, status, or emotional attachment, those aren't standards anymore. They're preferences with exceptions. The problem isn't that women have standards. It's that when those standards disappear for certain men, it creates confusion and mixed messaging. Consistency is what gives standards credibility.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.